welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to show you guys how to sublimate on a bleach t-shirt. And before we get started, I just wanted to take a second to kind of go over the materials that we'll be using, because I do have to go outside, and my office is kind of on a main street, so I may have to speed that part up. I'm not sure if it's going to be noisy or not, or if you guys would be able to hear me. So I just kind of wanted to briefly explain my process, and then I wanted to show you the materials, and then if I have to do a voiceover because it was too noisy, then I will, but we'll see. I'm not sure. It's still kind of early, so it might not be that busy. But this is I'm going to be doing 2 t-shirts today, and they are going to be color. But this is the cardboard that I'm going to use. You can just use a normal piece of cardboard if you have something lying around. You can just cut it to fit the t-shirt. That is perfectly fine. I did get these from Hobby Lobby. They're $1.99 a piece, so $2 for each one, so $4 for both. And it's like a little tie-dye cardboard t-shirt cutout form thing, and we're just going to put the t-shirt over this so that when we go to bleach it, it doesn't go through the shirt. It only bleaches, like, we bleach the front and the back the way that we want. Okay, so I got 2 of these from Hobby Lobby, and then I'm just going to be using a little spray bottle I got from Dollar Tree, and then regular Clorox bleach. Okay, and then now I've seen several videos probably over the last 6 months. This has kind of been on my to-do list to try out. I think Design Bundles do it last year, and all the videos that I've seen on this, they always use the Gildan Soft Style, which I think is like 65% polyester and then 35% cotton. So what I wanted to do was try a t-shirt that's a little bit more accessible, which I'm not saying that the soft style shirt isn't. You can order it, I believe, from Jiffy Shirts, and Jiffy is pretty fast on shipping, so that shirt is still accessible. But like, if I wanted to go today and grab a shirt, I wanted to try one of those. So what I did was I grabbed the George brand t-shirt from Walmart, which is it's the same count, I believe. Let's look at the tag and double check. Okay, so it's 65% polyester and 35% cotton. Okay, just like the Gildan Soft Style. So it's the same blend and it's the same percentage. It's just a different brand. This is the George brand, and like I said, I got it from Walmart. They always have these out. I mean, always. Every time I go, I always see these shirts. So I got like an orangey color, and then I got a red, and these are the 2 shirts I'm going to be doing today. So we're going to go ahead and go outside. I do suggest doing this outside because I'm not going to be diluting my bleach. It is going to be straight bleach. So you don't want to, you know, inhale all those chemicals. So I would suggest doing this outside in the sun if you can. It is pretty sunny outside today. It's not particularly hot. It's okay as far as like temperature. It's probably like 60 degrees right now, but it is sunny. So we're gonna go outside, and I will see you guys out there. Okay guys, so I'm outside now, and then I do have my shirts on the cardboard. This is how they go onto the cardboard, and then I have my bleach inside of my spray bottle. So I'm just going to set these down. And you want to make sure they're nice and straight. Okay, so here's how they are outside. The sun is kind of in and out, and if you guys can't really hear me because of the traffic, I'm sorry. I'll look over the video, and if I have to do a voiceover, I will. But what I'm gonna do is just kind of spray like a design. It's not going to be like super perfect because obviously it's going to have like that tie-dye effect. But I'm going to give the camera back to my son so I can go ahead and spray it. I'm going to start off with the stream. I'm going to start off with the stream, and I'm just going to kind of, I don't know, spray it how I want it.
So like rectangle or square?
It doesn't have to be soaking wet, just covered. Enough so that it'll turn. Okay. And then I'm just gonna kind of like make little splashy designs. All over. Okay, let me see. Okay, so you see how I just kind of did some little splashes all over just so that it would, you know, I don't want it to look super uniform. I kind of want it to look, I don't know, like, I guess tie-dye but with bleach. So I'm just kind of giving it a little messy look. I don't know if you guys can see, it's already starting to kind of turn white a little bit. So that was pretty quick. Now I'm gonna go over here and do this one, and the same thing. I'm just gonna kind of spray in a design. This is where I'm gonna put my image, kind of in the middle. And you just want to make sure it's covered but not, you know, soaked. So like that. And then the sun kind of went away on me. I should have got out here sooner. And then the same thing. I'm just going to kind of make like a little splashy design all over. Okay, so that's kind of how I did it. Okay, if this comes out right, this is gonna be so cute. Okay, so now we have to wait for it to turn. So that's what we're gonna do now. I will come back in about a half an hour, or if maybe less, depending on if they've turned already, and show you guys where we're at. Okay guys, so it's been about 20 minutes, and as you can see, the orange one is doing really good actually. The middle part is almost white, so that's really good. This red one, however, this red one is kind of taking longer. But again, I don't know if you guys can see, the sun, it keeps going kind of in and out. So I'm just gonna let it sit out here even longer and do its thing. See, there's the sun again. But basically I'm just gonna let it sit out here in the sun probably for a total of an hour, something like that. Like I said, it's only been about 20 minutes. The orange one is turning really well. This red one still moving a little slow, but we'll see. So I will come back in about an hour. Okay guys, so I am at home now. It's been about, I want to say about an hour and a half. The sun is pretty much gone. So I really thought it was going to be sunny, but it didn't stay sunny. But what I'm going to do now, I'm really pleased with the orange. It turned really well. So I'm actually really pleased with this orange one. It looks really cute. The pattern of it does. So I'm excited about this orange one. This red one, it did turn more. It turned a lot more. It didn't get as white as I thought it would, but that is okay. I'll probably just have to do like a darker design, something that's more on the black or dark blue or dark green maybe. I haven't picked a design yet, but I'm okay with this one. It's not bad, it's not terrible, but I would have liked it to be as light as the orange one got, but that's okay. We're gonna work with it and see what happens. What I'm gonna do now is I am gonna go ahead and wash these on a light wash. I would, if you are going to create these to sell, I would absolutely wash these shirts. If you want to wash it before you press it, fine. If you want to wash it after you press it, fine. But I would absolutely recommend, if you are going to sell these, that you wash these shirts and wash the bleach out of them before you give them to your customer, however which way you want to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and wash these before I sublimate, just because I'm not necessarily comfortable with, I don't know how the ink is going to affect, or I don't know how it's going to react with the bleach. I don't want to heat it up in my heat press. I don't know if it's going to create an odor, a smell, fumes. I have no idea. I am not a chemist. I am not a scientist. I have no idea what the reaction between the ink and the heat and the bleach is going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and wash them. I'm just going to do a light wash. So a quick little light wash. And then I'm going to dry them. And then I will meet you guys at my heat press with my design so we can go ahead and sub them. Okay, guys. So I am back. And I have both of my shirts washed and dried here. I'm just going to show you. Like I said, the orange one did lighten up pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with this one. The red one, it didn't get as light as I thought it would, but we're gonna see what we can do with it. What I did was I just printed out a design for the red one that's kind of like darker, so we can see if we can try to get it to show up better, because it didn't lighten as much as I thought it would. I wanted to go with darker colors so that it would still show up. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sub this orange one first. I do have my heat press set right now to 400 degrees. Okay, so I'm gonna lay my shirt out. I'm gonna get a piece of butcher paper that goes underneath the shirt, or in between, inside the shirt. This is going to protect any ink. Now, like I said, I just did a light wash on it, put it in the dryer. Nothing special at all whatsoever. Okay, so I have my butcher paper inside here. Now I'm going to take my lint roller. And we're going to go ahead and lint roll it. Make sure you do this really good. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do like a quick little pre-press. A couple seconds. About 5 seconds. Just to make sure all the moisture is out. And then that also, we also do that to check our pressure. So we are good to go. Okay, and then I have my design here. It's just a little image I purchased off of Etsy. I'll link the Etsy shop down below, but I just purchased, you know, a little image off of Etsy. I'm gonna go ahead and place that on the inside where we, you know, kind of did the shape of the bleach, like the bleach spot right here in the middle. Let me bring you guys in closer. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, so here's our image, or here's where we kind of bleach to place our image. So that's where I'm gonna place it at, on the inside of the light part. I'm not going to tape it down because it's just one big piece of paper. And then we're going to take our butcher paper and we are going to go ahead and cover this. And we are going to press on 400 degrees for 60. Oh, excuse me. We're going to press it for 60 seconds. If you haven't already joined my Facebook group, please do so. It is Crafty Mamas with an S on the end. I will try to make sure I have the right link down below. Sometimes my link works, sometimes it doesn't. But I will try to get that link down below for you guys, as well as all of my products that I use, my my printer, my paper, my ink, everything that I use, I try to link down below, or at least put the name of it down below. So before you guys run to the comment section to ask me what ink I use, what paper I use, definitely check the description box. And then my heat press is a 15 by 15 signature pull out heat press from Heat Press Nation. I know I get a lot of questions on that too. I just don't have a link for it, but it is from Heat Press Nation. Alright, so there is our timer. Alrighty. We're just going to go ahead and remove the butcher paper. And then carefully remove our paper. Oh, wow. So it did sub. That looks really, really good. I'm going to back up so you guys can see the full shirt a little bit. Okay, and there is the shirt. That looks so pretty. With the tie-dye and the sunflower, well, not tie-dye, but you know, the bleach spots or whatever. I think that came out so cute. Oh my goodness. But here it is kind of up close. The colors are still very vibrant because, like I said, this is still 65% polyester. And then we just kind of gave it a, you know, a little design with it with the bleach. Okay, and it doesn't feel thin like the bleach spot. As far as like the texture between the bleach spot and then like the other spot of the shirt, there's no like texture difference. It still feels soft. So that's why I was saying when I was bleaching it, you want to make sure that it's wet but not, I mean, like damp, and there's enough on there for it to turn, but you don't want to soak it because you're gonna thin out the material if you soak it. So I would just refrain from doing that. Let's go ahead and do our red one. I wish this middle spot would have turned more, but that is okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to put our butcher paper on the inside of the shirt. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and lint roll it. And then we're going to do a quick 5-second pre-press just to make sure that all of the moisture and everything is out of the shirt. Okay, now we're going to take our image, which is just some black text. I didn't go too crazy with this one because, like I said, I'm not sure if it's going to show up because of the fact that it didn't turn that well. So I'm just doing something dark so that hopefully it'll still show up, but we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and press this for 60 seconds at 400 degrees and I will be back. Okay, so I'm back here and my timer is going off. So let's see what we got. Okay, so it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Let me back y'all up so you can see. All right, and there is the red one. So it's not bad. It definitely would have looked better, obviously, if I got the this middle part right here to turn more, but it's not terrible. So I guess in comparison, like I said, this is the George brand. You can find these at Walmart. So when it comes to the red one, I guess if you wanted to maybe bleach it, wash it, and then try to bleach it again, I would just say be careful with thinning out the shirt. So as of right now, just doing it once, the shirt is not thinned out. So maybe if you wanted to try it one more time to get this to turn more, you could probably give it a try. You know, do it at your discretion. So if you thin out your shirt, that's not my fault. But this is the red one, and like I said, I let these sit in the sun for about an hour, and then I washed them. Okay, so the orange one came out really good. The red one came out okay. And then obviously there's other colors as well, but yeah, so that is all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down below. Any video ideas you guys want me to do, definitely drop those down below as well. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.